Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 Los Angeles Dodgers.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Atlanta Braves. As skipper Freddie Gonzalez lines his guys up this way. Clayton Kershaw will get the ball to face them. Here's a guy that's got enough stuff to get by, but a key is going to be how well he mixes his pitches, and more importantly, his pitch speeds. Once guys lock on, things can get ugly out there. And behind him defensively, the Dodgers will line up like this. Justin Upton will step to the plate now as we're ready to get this one underway.
Justin Upton.
Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Gonzalez is under this one as he makes the play to retire Upton for the game's first out.
Popping it up is bad enough, but doing it on the first pitch, and out of the zone to boot. I mean, this just is not a good AB. I can tell you that.
Chris Johnson digs in at the plate. Here's the first offering. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking. They know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Now a hard liner towards short, and this will get on by Ramirez for a base hit.
Yeah, that's a nice job right there. After the pop-up to start the ball game, he's sitting all over this one. And they'll have their first base runner here with one away.
here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. In the air, down the left field line and deep. Ethier has to range back, but he'll make the catch near the line, and there are 2 men gone.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Evan Gattis will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. High set by Kershaw, now the pitch. A fastball off the plate away, it's ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Kershaw now on 1-1. Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit.
Well, that's got to be encouraging for these guys so far. They're facing one of the tougher guys around, and that's 2 hits now here in the first inning, and that ball was smoked.
Jason Hayward will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
You can bet now that in the postseason, on the road, in game 1 here, they'd like nothing better than to get on the board first. Just kind of let these guys know that they mean business. And they've got an early opportunity to do just that.
Here comes the 1-0. In the dirt here, throw to third, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So a couple of hits here in the top half, but nothing comes of it. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Now the starting lineup for Don Mattingly's Los Angeles Dodgers. It looks like this. And there you get a look at the starting pitcher whose job it'll be to keep these guys in check. His number is right there on the right side of your screen. Now a quick look at how the Braves will align themselves behind him. D. Gordon will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
For the Dodgers, second baseman, D. Gordon.
Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Andre Ethier will stand in now, and he'll likely have a look down to third to see if anything's up here with nobody out. Now here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
He's ready now. The pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. One on the way. Now a ball hit back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
Good start to the inning here as back-to-back singles have him in a good position to push across that first run of the afternoon.
Adrian Gonzalez steps in now. First pitch coming. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Boy, this is an ideal start here so far in game one. You get the scoreless top half. And now, right away, you've got an opportunity here to score first and really put the pressure on right from the outset of this series.
He waits. Now the pitch. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. None out. Runners at first and second. He's set. Now the pitch. And this is hit well towards the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, hard to start a ball game much better than this. 3 batters, 3 hits. Now you've got the bases loaded, nobody out, cleanup hitter coming up, and one worried manager in that opposing dugout right now.
Matt Kemp will take his cuts now with a big opportunity to give his club the lead here. First pitch on the way. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that ball is gone. It's grand salami time. So one swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. His first homer here in the series as they move on top 4-0.
Boy, how about this for a first inning outburst? They've come right out and really handed this guy his lunch on the mound. And that's going to wind up being a first inning grand slam. Wow. You know what? They may not be done.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play. It's strike one. Now the pitch. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
And now it's hard to do, but you've got to try and push the reset button on the mound. You're basically starting the inning from scratch, so you got to make sure that 4 is all they're going to get.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Normally that two-seamer has a lot more movement to it. Now, it's been pretty straight for him in this one, and he's gotten into trouble because of it.
Here comes a 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Swinging a liner back through the box. And that is through into center field, a base hit.
And it may be time to go to yellow alert now. That's 5 straight hits off him here in the very first inning. He still hasn't gotten an out yet. Looks like they're just sitting back and teeing off on him.
Hanley Ramirez will get his first shot at it here. First pitch coming. And that's taken for strike one.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
Comes set, now the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Come on!
The 1-1. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And Ramirez is aboard, hits a base hit.
Boy, he has really taken a pounding out there. That is 6 hits he's given up in just this inning alone. And what are they waiting for, man? You've got to get this guy out of there.
A.J. Ellis will dig in here.
Come on, Dodger!
First pitch to him. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. Throws there, and he is out on a beautiful throw as he just came up firing that time.
Yeah, and you just have to know your outfield arms out there, especially out in right field. You can see him chugging around third base. He knew it was going to be close, and a good throw here is going to nail him trying to score.
Here's the third baseman, Juan Uribe, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Maybe some big game jitters here in this opening inning.
Well, I don't think anyone's immune to that. I don't care what the name on the back of your jersey is. This is not an ordinary game.
One 0 on the way. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
2-0 on the way. On the ground to second base, this could be two. One there, on to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Jason Hayward leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Center fielder, Jason Hayward.
First offering on the way. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Well, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound. His guy's got him a 4 spot to work with in the first inning, so you got to figure he's going to be out there pounding the strike zone.
The 1-0. High in the air and deep down the left field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Here's Ryan Domit now. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
The next pitch. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Ready now on 1-1. Now a ball lined towards center field. And Domit's aboard. It's a base hit.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a one-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Melvin Upton will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away.
He's gonna go.
First pitch coming. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And you know, the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Come on, card the double.
In now, Dale Sasser, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
The 1-0. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
There you go.
The 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
You know what? He's starting to skate on some thin ice here, and sooner or later, he's going to have to challenge him.
Here it comes, 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Down by 4 this early, I don't know if that's the type of swing you need to be taking here.
Two. Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. First and second now, one man out. The 2-2 one more time. And this is fouled back and out of play. Sets the 2-2 pick. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Ready with another 2-2. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Kemp back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Well, this is a home run swing, and it looked like he thought he had one off the crack of the bat. But this place, not exactly known for being a home run haven, and this ball dies out there on the warning track.
Into the box now, Bert Villalona. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. Puig is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Clayton Kershaw will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Catcher, Clayton Kershaw.
Here's the first offering. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Now the 1-0. This is sharply hit back up the middle, and the leadoff man is going to reach here. He's got a base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
D. Gordon will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. And here's the first pitch. Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0.
This second inning's not starting out any better than the first.
1-0 on the way. He couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
One pitch on the way. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. Here's a hard hit ball back up the middle to second for one. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Wow, that is a very quick turn up the middle there. This is not a guy that you're going to double up all that often, but you see the good feed and then the strong return throw, and they're indeed able to roll him up.
At the plate is Andre Ethier. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Dodgers go down quietly, but they're in front 4-0. Justin Upton is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Leading off for Atlanta, left fielder, Justin Upton. Let's go, Dodgers!
Now the first pitch. And we'll start the third with a swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, number 23, third baseman, Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson will dig in. He singled his first time around. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike one.
And that's what Kershaw can do to you. He's not as hard a thrower as a lot of people think, but the way he keeps you off balance is top-notch.
And the fact that his arm angle is the same every time, he repeats his release point better than anyone in baseball.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. Start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
So 1-2 with one away. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Right over the top here with the 4-seam fastball. Good drive through the release. Just threw it right by him at the letters.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll take a changeup here for strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And the pitch. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. There to take it is Ramirez. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're down 4-0. Adrian Gonzalez makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now Gonzalez awaits the 1-0. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Now here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here it comes. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Now another 1-2. And that's swung on and missed, so Adrian's a strikeout victim here, and there's one away.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his two-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the four-seamers.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
One 1-0 pitch now. Out of play. Now Kemp awaits the 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2. The right-hander deals on 1-2. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first takes care of Kemp as he's turned away for the second out.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Yasiel Puig will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Here's the first pitch to him. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
Now here's the pitch. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Pitch on the way. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They lead it 4-0. Evan Gattis will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Catcher, Evan Gattis.
Here's the first offering. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
Here's the 1-0.
That's a foul ball.
Grounded foul off to the right. Kershaw now on 1-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Wow, showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. The pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Here's Kershaw's 0-2 offering. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. And the pitch. Fouled back. Now another 2-2. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And a high throw to Adrian as it's over his head. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Ryan Domit will dig in. He singled his first time around. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. And that's in there for strike one. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Off and running is Hayward. Grounded foul off to the right and over toward the dugout. Runner at first here, one man out. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. And Domit's aboard. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Some guys, you almost do him a favor if you pitch away from him. Here, he's just doing what he does best. Great balance here. Good swing path, and he drives it the other way.
Melvin Upton will try it again. He was hit by a pitch his first time. Stepping in now, Melvin Upton, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. Here's a 1-0. 1-1. Now the 1-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. To Gordon for one. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Boy, and this would have been a really costly double play, but fortunately, he's hustling all the way down the line, and he's able to beat that throw on the back end.
Dale Sasser will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch.
That's the ball.
Big break to the curveball, but it misses down and in for ball one. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Pause, now the pitch. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Now the 2-0 home. Too high, and it's 3-0.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Now the 3-0 offering. That one's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but still a long road back from here.
Here he comes, 3-1. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Bert Villalona will stand in now with the bases loaded, 2 away, and a chance to really help himself out.
And at the very least, he's got to focus on getting something in play. He can really help himself out with just a simple single here.
Let's get out of this inning. Just get the out.
Now here's the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
Even though you're down 4, you don't need to get them all back in one swing. Just think line drive.
Don't let him score. Keith wins at anything.
Now the 1-0 pitch. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
2-0 count, the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ellis is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Braves will strand 3. They trail here 4-0. Hanley Ramirez will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
The shortstop, Hanley.
Now here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike.
But this is a spot where it helps to have a 2-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
A.J. Ellis will stand in. A base hit his first time around. Has a look, now the pitch. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Here's the 1-0. 2-0 now.
That's a good pitch call right there on that fastball away. That works almost like a pitch out, just in case he's thinking about it over there at first.
Nobody out, runner on first. The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
I think all these hits are making him a little gun-shy out there. He's starting to aim the ball and to nibble. When calls don't go your way, that could be trouble.
Here comes the 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
On at first is Ramirez with nobody out. Now the 3-1 pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
And, you know, we're going to see this happen quite a bit out there. You know, that's not exactly the tallest outfield fence you're ever going to find. So this ball hops right over it for a ground rule double.
Out of the Braves dugout is their manager, Freddie Gonzalez, on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So it's an early shower here this afternoon as this will not go down as one of his better outings. Gavin Floyd is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Here's the third baseman, Juan Uribe. 4-1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. The 1-0 pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, this is a pretty hard hit ball, and I thought for a second that he might have had a shot at the plate. But he thinks about it for a second and takes the sure out instead, and that allows that runner to come in and score.
Clayton Kershaw will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
First pitch on its way from Floyd. And here's a good fastball from Floyd as he jumps ahead, 0-1.
Well, you can tell he's trying to work that pitch away, but he might have left that one a little more over the plate than he intended.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
He's ready now. The pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And sometimes it doesn't quite matter how hard a thrower a guy is. If he can locate, he's going to be successful. The location here is absolutely spot on. Right on the inside corner. That's a tough, tough pitch.
Here's D. Gordon now. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Braves nothing. Justin Upton will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Now the first pitch. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Fouled straight back. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball. Look out as he has to duck out of harm's way there.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
Upton awaits the 1-2. Now a little tapper here up the first baseline. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter number 23, third baseman, Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch on the way. Now a swing and a ground ball taken there by Uribe. Throw on to first will take care of him, and Kershaw is in control now, 2 away.
And that's a good guy to take care of on 1 pitch, especially on a swing like that.
Freddie Freeman will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. First pitch coming. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Oof. I'll tell you, you do not want to buzz this guy's tower.
The 1-0 home. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
That thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
The 1-1 home. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Now the 1-2. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2. Now Kershaw delivers a 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Well, he'd had some high-stress innings here so far. It was looking like he turned a corner and was on his way to a much-needed 1-2-3, but he's going to have to get in the stretch here after all.
Evan Gattis will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. First pitch coming. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. The early hit total, about what you'd expect in a score line such as this.
Oh, yeah.
He's set, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. From the belt, the pitch. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Braves strand 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Andre Ethier will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the fifth.
Left fielder, Andre Ethier.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First offering on the way. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 now to Ethier. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Upton will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
And you'll see where this pitch is. It's up, but it's up far enough that he can't quite get on top of it. And he winds up lifting a lazy fly ball.
Here's Adrian now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
5 runs, 10 hits. 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now the pitch. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Here's the 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the powerful center fielder, Matt Kemp. First pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just root one.
3-0 is on the way. Let it rip that time, 3-0, but the fastball's by him. 3-1.
This fastball's looking pretty lively right now.
The 3-1 is on the way. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. Freeman is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Jason Hayward will step in to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
Jason Hayward.
First pitch coming. And this is fouled back and out of play. Now here's the pitch. And a big swing by Hayward, but this is on the ground to second. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
And here's a look now at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he had troubles back in the 4th, but other than that, he's been around what you'd expect.
Ryan Domit will stand in. 2 hits in 2 trips thus far.
Get your hot dog, yeah?
And here's the first pitch. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
1 out, nobody on. 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2.
Dodger dog.
2-2 pitch on the way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. And this is past Uribe on down the line, a fair ball.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Melvin Upton will stand in. He grounded into a fielder's choices last time. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
Runners on first with 1 down. He's set, now the pitch. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
That was a strike. Easy strikeout here.
Here's the 1-1. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Ready with the 2-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here comes a 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Three and 2, here it is. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And into his 6th inning of work now. Let's take a look at the breakdown for him so far.
Dale Sasser will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Now the first pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Get your Dodger dog.
1-0 on the way. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
And even with our score where it is, I mean, this game is not over. You know, if they can chip away, maybe get a run or two here, they can get right back in this ball game before you know it.
Jose Constanza will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Constanza.
Let's get him out.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0.
Now, if you're Atlanta, you have got to come up with a key hit here. Now, that's been missing.
The next pitch. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
One on the way. Big breaking ball and a beauty. 1-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. Goes to third with it. The tag, and he is out at third. And with that, the side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. Jordan Walden will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 52, Jordan Walden.
Yasiel Puig will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Here it comes. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. That's hard hit back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
He waits. Now the pitch. Here's a ground ball now through the hole into left, and they've got something cooking here. Back-to-back singles to lead off the inning.
Well, for a relief pitcher, he hasn't given him a whole lot of relief. That's back-to-back singles now since he showed up, and he's in a peck of trouble now.
In now is A.J. Ellis. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. The 1-0. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Ready now on 1-1. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Here comes a 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
None out, runners at first and second. The 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
This is nothing more than a great pitch here on 2-2. Just a changeup that totally bottoms out right there. Very tough to do anything with that.
Here's the third baseman, Juan Uribe. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
The 1-0. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Here comes the 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He's definitely looking fastball there, and you know, he got one, but good recognition not to go up and chase it.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Here it comes, the 3-0. And he misses with that one, ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away. Clayton Kershaw will stand in another dangerous spot here in the inning as this ball game is hanging on the precipice of getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think you have to get this guy if you're going to have any chance of sticking around. Even a single here might put this one out of reach.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Comes set, now the pitch. Swing, hard hit ball to second. The second for one. And add one more as this is now a 6-0 ball game. And now after that call at second, here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout as he apparently doesn't agree with the call. I believe the second base umpire is going to tell him that the drop occurred on the transfer, but that's not going to sit well with the skipper, so you can just about guarantee that he's going to have his say before he returns to the dugout. D. Gordon will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th. Here's the first offering. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Swing and a liner, but foul. A 1-1. Oh, and he dialed that one down and got him to swing through it. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on you.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. On to the 7th here in Game 1. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Braves nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Seventh inning coming up now in game one as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Gerald Laird is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Gerald Laird.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And this likely won't help much as the first pitch of the inning is hit on the ground to short. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
This isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game, your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Justin Upton will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Now here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with him, this is a dangerous customer, so don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
Now the 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
A 1-1 now to Upton. Now a swing as he shoots this one over to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Chris Johnson will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Now here's the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. 2 out, nobody on. 1-0 on the way. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Kershaw now on 1-1. Grounded foul off to the right. Here comes the 1-2. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1 and 2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Got him. Down in order go the Braves. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Luis Avilan will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Andre Ethier will come forward to lead things off here for the Dodgers, with Adrian Gonzalez due to hit next. Too low, 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Well, you've got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if you can't throw strikes.
Here comes the 2-0. And he has a cut at that one, but misses. 2-1.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch. And they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty, the big looping curveball makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
The 2-2 coming. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. On to first by Johnson, and there's one gone.
Well, I think you got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball, too. But unfortunately, he hits it right at someone. So it becomes a fairly easy out.
Adrian Gonzalez will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. Now the first pitch. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And now a pitch on the way. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's the 1-1. Now here's a swing, and Adrian sends a high fly ball deep to right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this ball seemed like it stayed in the air a long time, but he had a long way to go to get to it. And look at this catch he makes when he finally gets there. A one-handed grab with his back to the infield. That was really well done.
Matt Kemp will stand in now as we take you back to the very first inning as he got him going early. A grand slam right out of the gates. First pitch coming. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Here's a 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
And he's got to be up there thinking, come on already. Give me something to hit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 3-0. And this will be fouled away. (3-1) on the way. And Kemp is able to lay off as he'll reach base on ball 4.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And now is Yasiel Puig as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Hitters count 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Here it is, the 3-0. Not a good 3-0 swing as he was well behind the fastball there.
Just overmatched him there.
Pause, now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Here's the payoff pitch. Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. It's ball 4.
The shortstop, number 15.
Hanley Ramirez will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. First pitch coming. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Come on, make him earn it.
As a look, now the pitch. And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
Big pitch here, 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Here he comes on 2-2. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
And he just continues to have all sorts of problems out there on the mound. Already 2 walks in the inning, now a wild pitch to go with it. And I'll tell you, he's becoming his own worst enemy out there.
Here's the full count offering. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Try it again, 3-2. And he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more from Game 1 after this. Freddie Freeman will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. Under it now is Ethier. 1 away.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. He's shut out intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Evan Gattis will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. First offering on the way. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. They can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground to short. There to take it is Ramirez on to first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. Well, these fans have been treated to a fine outing out of their hometown starter as we give you a look at the numbers here. A big 0 in the run column on the right-hand side of your screen. Jason Hayward will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch to him. And that misses, ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Now here's the pitch. Oh, had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They still find themselves down 6-zip. David Carpenter will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. A.J. Ellis will try not to stop believing as he'll lead things off for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 8th.
A.J. Ellis.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
I want to take another look at this because this was close down that right field line. Is it a fair ball? Yeah, not by a whole lot, but they got the call right, and he'll get into second here with a double.
Here's the third baseman, Juan Uribe, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. A runner at second, nobody out. Here's the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0. The 2-0 over the outside half, and it's 2-1. A 2-1 offering. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. No one out with a runner at second. Here's the 2-2 offering. 2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. That was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Full count pitch on its way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Kind of hard to think that he wouldn't have had an idea that a fastball might be coming here, but judging by his reaction, I should say lack of reaction, I guess not.
Justin Turner will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away.
Justin Turner.
here's a fastball called for strike one.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
He's ready now, the pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Now the 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
Here he comes on 3-1. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
And when he's missing, he's not missing by much. That one might have been just a hair low, but as a hitter on 3-1, you have the luxury of making a pitcher bring something up.
D. Gordon will step in, 1 for 4 in the ball game. First pitch on the way. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
He's set, now the pitch. Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. And the throw will go to second as they get the force out. Andre Ethier will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. First pitch coming. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And they'll try to keep crowding him in, but this pitch misses as well. It's 2-1 now.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Now the 2-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Well, as if things weren't bad enough, he's in danger now of loading the bases for that man.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever a sound strategy in anybody's book.
Now the 3-1. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Hayward is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Dodgers strand a couple, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Brian Wilson will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here. Ryan Domit will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the night, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Strike him out!
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Looks like they're showing a bit more respect to that guy up there. That's what a 3-for-3 ball game will do for you.
Now the 2-0. All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
What can he do here? 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball. 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
The 3-1 coming. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Melvin Upton will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. First pitch coming from Wilson. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
Not the finest start to an inning you've ever seen. A walk followed up immediately by a pass ball. Now they've got a runner in scoring position, and they've hardly had to work for it.
Comes set, now the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. He waits, now the pitch. On the ground now for Adrian over at first. And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
Well, if you're going to make an out, you have to make a productive out. And that moves a man up to third now with just 1 away.
Dale Sasser will stand in. He's 1 for 2 so far. And here's the first pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
Well, in the second inning of this game, that's probably a great at-bat. But with time running out to get back into this one, that's not exactly what you're hoping for. You'll take the run, but it's the out that was much more important.
Jordan Schaefer will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 17, Jordan Schaefer.
First pitch cut it, it's by him for strike 1. Now here it comes. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get fouled. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, a Dodger victory may not have been possible here without the start turned in by this man, Clayton Kershaw. Put that on a bubblegum card. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him. And he was hitting his spots all game long.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 6-1. So long from Southern California.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon for the victorious Dodgers. 6 runs on 13 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For Atlanta, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Arcade attendance this afternoon, a sellout. 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending today's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.